Hello and welcome to my channel, Talisman Tarot. In this reading I want to ask the cards and spirit directly through channeling about what the person on your mind thinks of you. And I have 5 groups here that you can choose from. This will be group number 1, this will be group number 2, this will be group number 3, this will be group number 4, and this will be group number 5. And so I will ask you to use your intuition and choose the group that speaks to you the most, the group that catches your eye, and that group will be your group. And if you need any more time to choose, you can always just pause the video. But if you don't need any more time, then I'll just move on to the reading. Hello, group number 1. You chose the Hermetic Tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling and then I will shuffle the cards for you. So, okay, group number 1. The people who will choose group number 1. What does the person on group number 1's mind think of group number 1? What does the person on group number 1's mind think of group number 1? What does this person think about when they think of group number 1? I'm getting an image of puzzle pieces, and so maybe this person finds you to be a bit of a puzzle, like it's hard to figure you out, or that there are some puzzle pieces that are missing. Like maybe this person feels like they don't really know you, like they only know half of the story or not the complete story, or they just don't feel like they know you that well, that you're a bit of a puzzle. But of course with puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, it's like it's something you want to solve, like you want to solve the puzzle. And so if this person sees you as a puzzle, I think it's actually a good thing, because I think it means that this person actually would want to figure you out. And so this person is keen on actually getting to know you. So but they don't feel like they know you that well yet. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle some cards and see what else, what the cards have to say. So, what does this person think of group number 1? Eight of Wands. So there is definitely something, like this could mean a few things. It could mean that when this person thinks of you, it's very swift, like the thought comes but it goes away quite quickly. That doesn't necessarily mean that this person lacks interest. It might just be this person's way of thinking. Like this person might have some ADD, or this person could just be a bit all over the place inside their brain. And so when they think of one thought, it's very quickly replaced by a new one. And so it's not necessarily anything you have to take personally, but it does seem to it seems to me like this person thinks of you regularly, but but for a very short amount of time each time. So they see something and it reminds them of you, and then they think of you, but then the thought just disappears after that, like, and they go along doing whatever they were doing before they had that thought. And so it's not something that consumes their brain for hours and hours and hours, which would also be very untypical, atypical. So, but this could also mean that this person sees you as that way, and so it's kind of a if this doesn't resonate, if this person is not at all ADD and actually has a very good has very good concentration skills and has a great attention span and stuff like that, then it might be you who has these characteristics, and that's how they think of you. That could also be, so as I said before, this card could mean different things for different people, and so this could mean that this is how they see you, but there could also just be something about how this person might also have thought about something that happened in the past where they felt like it was too quick, like things were too fast, maybe that things moved too fast, or but that's very unlikely and maybe only resonates with a few of you. But for others of you, I think it's more that that you only met each other very briefly the last time you met, and maybe some things weren't really, like there were maybe things that were left unsaid or something, or some conversation that had to be ended very quickly because something came along and the conversation was disrupted or something. And maybe this person thinks about how they would want to finish that conversation, if there is a conversation like that you didn't really finish. But it could also, like, if this is someone you slept with at some point, this person could think about it as well. They might think that it was very quick, like either one of you were maybe a bit quick to ejaculate. So there could be something like that. But again, that's more specific for a few of you. It's not for all of you, of course. But I'm gonna shuffle some more. And like, what does this person think about group number one? How do they think about, like, what do they think about group number one? Three of Wands. So this person might think of you as a bit of a well, this person might feel like you're kind of leaving them, or that you have left them, or maybe this person feels like you're, like, it's hard to keep contact with you because always on the move, moving to a different place. They don't never know how to reach you. This is specific for a few of you, but for others of you, I think this person sees you as someone who's going places. Like you're not the type of person who would settle down and like get a safe, secure job somewhere and then just live there for the rest of your life and never move to anywhere else. Like this person might see you as the type of person who wants adventure, who wants to go, who wants to move to different cities, bigger cities. Like you want to move to wherever your ambitions can be fulfilled. You want to go where your dreams can come true. Like you're not very rooted to one place, which is a good thing, unless this person is the complete opposite. Then this person might feel like you're a bit like it scares this person. I don't know what relations you to have. If this is someone who you are like who you want to ask out, or if it's a family member, or if it's a friend or whatever, I don't know. But whoever this is, I feel like this person is a bit scared of the fact that you could potentially move to a completely different country if you got an idea that would be the right move for you, like the right step in the right direction regarding your career or something. Like but I think this person sees you as a very someone who seeks adventure, but you're very good at planning. So you're not like the Fool, the card, the Fool. That's an adventure card too. That's also an adventurer, but it's more like someone who just packs a bag and then just goes out, but and not even packing a bag, just packing like a small bag of like the essentials, and then just figuring stuff out during the journey. But I think this person sees you as someone who's good at planning ahead. Like you're good at you're great at adventure, but maybe not that great at being spontaneous. But like you like to do spontaneous things, but in the but only if you planned some of it out. Like you can be spontaneous within the already set plans. You can plan for months and months and months about going to go out traveling, but then when you go out traveling, then you might be more spontaneous to just make a rash decision to go to another museum than the museum that you had planned or whatever, you know. But I think this person sees you as someone who also has like the bigger picture, like you see the world from a bigger perspective. Like you're not the like you are very detail oriented, but not to the point where it ruins your view on the bigger picture. So you can kind of do both, but I feel like you're better at actually looking at the bigger picture, or that's how this person sees you, or thinks of you. Like this was just a thought that came through, but if this is someone you're romantically involved with or planning on becoming romantically involved with, then I think this person actually sees you as someone who would become a really great mother. You're very good at putting other first, and maybe you're even better at planning adventures for others, and like maybe you planned other people's vacations and stuff like that, but just because or maybe you planned someone's wedding or planned someone's birthday party or planned something for other people, and I think this person has somehow seen you do that or heard from others that you're really good at doing that, and I think that has made this person think that you're that you could be a very, very, even if this is not someone you're romantically involved with, I think this is still how they see you. Like this could still be a family member, but they just see you as like a really someone who could become a really great mother, and actually that kind of fits with like those of you who think this is a family member, or where this is a family member that you have on your mind. I don't know, but I think this person might even think that you're like, if you don't have children, then I think this person thinks of how you should be having children, like that you should have a child because you have very good mothering qualities. Of course, you could be a guy too, so you could have fathering qualities as well. Like that, it doesn't have to be like gender specific. With Ace of Cups, I think like this person sees you as, I don't know why I thought of Fountain of Youth, and so, well, that's the intuition for you. So I think this person sees you as someone who looks very young for your age, like, so that's a big compliment. Or this person sees you as someone who just doesn't age at all. Like you always look the same, and you have been looking the same for many years, and like you're and maybe you have a bit of a baby face, but like but it's really good. It's a very good compliment. And also that maybe that you have like that you have some youth to the way you look youthful, like you look healthy, like you have some kind of healthy glow to you, like people, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have really good skin as well, like just really, yeah, really flawless skin. Or maybe not, like maybe you had acne as a when you were younger, but actually that is a good thing, because then you have like what's it called? The opposite of dry skin. Oily skin. Maybe you have oily skin, and so you might have had acne as a teenager, but maybe you've grown out of it now, or maybe not. But the good thing about having oily skin is that that helps you from not getting wrinkles, and so it's actually a good thing. It's a blessing in disguise. I have dry skin, which is why I don't have youthful skin, and so but it's like so I think this person really just sees you as someone who looks very young, like very but also this is Ace of Cups, and so I think this person sees you as someone who has a lot of love, like that you're very caring, and like you put other people before yourself, and you care for others, and you might be the type of person who goes to a party, and like you might even stay sober just because you want to drive people home and make sure that everyone is safe, and like you might be a very selfless person, like checking up on people, making sure that everyone's okay and everyone is like safe. Maybe you're the type of person who asks people to text you when they get home, so that you know that they are safe and that nothing happened on the way home or something. But also, I think this could also represent, if you're asking about someone you're romantically, like someone that you're that you're interested in, maybe a crush. If you're asking about a crush, then I think this is a very good omen for that, because I think this would represent what they think about when they think of you. And so if they think of Ace of Cups, then they think of a beginning in love, like something that could be a potential for love, that there is potential there, that they definitely see you as an option. But there could still be with the Three of Wands, I don't know if for some of you this could be a long distance relationship or friendship that you are hoping to become a relationship. Then I think this person doesn't, like, they see it as a problem, but they still see you as an option, but they might feel like you should be the one moving to them and not them moving to you, because they are so settled in wherever they live. But this could also mean that they are prepared to move to you, but I don't know. But it seems as if they are thinking about it. Like, and that's like whatever it is, if it's you or them or whatever, that doesn't really matter, as long as, like, you know that like the important thing here is that they are thinking about it. Like, they are thinking about who would have to move to like, should you move to their apartment, or should they move to your apartment if this became something serious in the future. Like, So just the fact that they have that thought is a good omen, but this resonates with those of you where this is some kind of romantic interest, I think. But I want to shuffle some more and see. So with the Tower here, I think this person sees you as someone who could potentially change their life for the better, but also in a very scary way. Because I think this person is very used to things being exactly the same. Like, this person seems to be quite settled in in the place that they live. Like, maybe they live very close to their family and where they grew up, and everything around them is very familiar to them, and so they are very used to everything right now. And I think it scares this person when they think about doing something that's completely outside their comfort zone, which is kind of geographically kind of limited, because their comfort zone is limited to just the place that they live. If we should look at comfort zone as like a literal something that's like a geographical meter or whatever, but yeah, I think this person has a hard time seeing themselves maybe also seeing themselves in. If this is a romantic interest, then I think this person is has a hard time seeing themselves in a relationship. So this person could be either a virgin or someone who just never have been in a serious relationship, and I think that scares this person. But it's something that's necessarily, like the Tower, even though it's a brutal, like it looks like a brutal scenario with a lightning storm starting a fire inside this tower and the tower breaking down. But the tower was built on a very, very, very bad foundation. Like, you can see how this is, like, that's really bad engineering, like the very bad the masonry, like it's very bad, and it's bound to go down, like it's bound to fall either way. Like, you can't really build a tower like that because it's just gonna fall down. And so the tower, the lightning that struck down in the tower was like it just started a process earlier on so that it could happen right away, so that the people who moved into this damn tower, they didn't get so used to it that it would be such a heartbreak when it actually fell down. And so I don't know, but you know, and so if they would have waited for the foundation to crack and the tower to just fall down naturally, then it would maybe have lasted a few years, but it would have made them very sorry when it eventually would have happened anyways. And like, and also like it's kind of good that the lightning struck down into the tower and made the tower fall, because if the tower had fallen naturally, which it was about to do anyways, then it would have been the people inside the tower. They would be to have been to blame, or the people who built the tower would have been the people to blame for it to fall down. And so it's actually a blessing that it happened that way, because then no one is at fault, and it's just a natural occurrence that happened that was to blame for this disaster, and not the bad carpentry or masonry or craftsmanship that was put into building the tower. And so so I think, well, what I think this this person, when they think about you, I think they might see you as some kind of like they might see you as a firecracker, someone who's gonna come in and be like a tornado, just changing up their life right away. If they let you do that, like if they invited you into their life, they feel like you would change everything. You would make them do things that they wouldn't have done before. They would, like, you would push them to their limit and push them to do things and push them to go after their dreams and push them to go after their ambitions, go seek whatever, like they like they I think you will try to put some, like, maybe this person is kind of settled and this person might not have a lot of ambitions in their life, and so this person kind of needs a push. And I think you are the type of person who likes to push people, especially if you meet someone who's very stagnant. You kind of want to give them that motivation to make them seek more, find more meaning in their life, go out and create meaning in their life, go out and shoot for the stars, like, and the thing is, I think this person wants that, but it's also scary because they feel like it's but they know they need it. They know it's gonna be beneficial for, but they might also see you as a bit, this is another thing, like maybe this person is within, like right now this person might be doing something, like this person might be studying in the university, and right now it's really going horribly for them. They can't really get the motivation to study. They can't really get themselves to do the things that they are supposed to do. They can't really read the shit they have to read and stuff like that. And so they seek you. because they want a distraction, but they also want an excuse, someone to blame it on if everything goes bad. Like if they fail all their exams, they can blame it on you and saying, oh, it was because you started because of it. Like if you are dating right now, or planning on if you're planning on asking this person out or something like that, then if you did, I think this, or maybe this person could even be the one asking you out. And if this person does that, I think for some of you, I think this person might be thinking that, or this is kind of something that's happening subconsciously. I think that they see you as the perfect excuse, so that if they start dating you, then they can use it as an excuse that they were dating you, and that it took all their time, and that they didn't pass the exam because of the distraction that you were. If that makes sense, but maybe it's more specific for a few of you, but it could also be the it could also be the other way around. Like this person, like if you have started showing interest in this person, like right up, like right now, like up until the like very, very shortly before the exams start, then this person might feel like you are searching for a distraction, and so that you are starting to contact this person because you want a distraction from your studies. So it could also be that the other way around, that this person thinks that that's your agenda, your secret agenda with this. And finding an excuse, finding someone to blame if it goes sideways. But yeah, I'm gonna use these archetype cards as well, just to see if I can get some more cards about what this person thinks of you. So okay, 2 cards came through, bully and orphan, and so I don't think this with the bully card, it says highlights your tendency to intimidate others. So maybe you are a bit intimidating to this person. Maybe this person, maybe there are, I don't think this person sees you as a bully. I think this person might see you as a bit frightening in certain ways. Or maybe because you have this energy to you where you push people and you force them to even though you do it from a good place with the Ace of Cups, it all comes from a very, very good place in your heart. Like you really, really want people to succeed. You want people to follow their dreams. You want people to become a better version of themselves, and you want to push people and motivate people to be more, to do something that they will be proud of. And for this person, I think this person sees your good intentions, but this person might feel a bit pressured by the constant motivation, like that you're constantly trying to motivate them. like this person kind of, like I'm getting this feeling that they feel like you should leave them a bit alone with that, like in that, when it comes to talking about them having bigger ambitions and following their dreams and doing more and doing something else, or like this person might feel like it's unsolicited advice and that they would rather not have it, but I think at the end of the day, I think this person knows that you just care about them, but it's just a bit hard for this person. It's hard for them to take advice, maybe also because this person is in a bit of a, like this person might have low self-esteem, and maybe that is why you're constantly trying to pep them up and tell them that oh, there's nothing to have, like they shouldn't have low self-esteem because they are great and they are good at everything and they have so many talents and they could do anything and succeed at it. And like maybe you say that a lot to this person, but and you might feel like you're doing it because they have low self-esteem and you're trying to higher their self-esteem, but in their mind, I think they feel like you're criticizing them, and it's actually lowering their self-esteem a bit. But I feel like this person sees you as like you're already going uphill, in a good sense. Like you're going up, but in their mind it's uphill. Like you can go up, and it's like in your mind, you're shooting for the stars, like you're racing for like you're getting to the top, like you're heading to the top, but from this person's perspective, it's uphill. Like it's hard. It's hard to go to the top. Like it's hard. And it's something that this person might feel like they don't have the capacity that you have to do something like that. And so maybe this person isn't very ambitious, and maybe this person is also very content with what they have. And they don't want to make an effort because they are content with just being the way they are and working where they are working, even if they are sometimes nagging about it. But I think the bottom line is that this person is okay with it. Like this person isn't really in any rush to go fulfill their dreams. And so they feel like it's like you're going to the top, and you're kind of pushing them to race you to the top, but they don't want to be a part of the race. Like they don't want to race you to the top because they have a nice life at the bottom, and they don't really they might not desire to go to the top. But with the orphan, I think this person sees you as someone who's very independent. Like you're very, you're very self-sufficient. You're very independent. You've always been able to make decisions for yourself and fulfill your dreams on your own. And you might be the kind of person who never really had any help in school. Like teachers weren't helping you. You didn't get like extra help, like with your homework, or you didn't get help from your parents with your homework. So you had to do everything on your own. But I think that made you like this is a conscious choice as well. Like I think for some of you, I think when you had a problem that you had to solve as a child, you would try to figure it out for yourself. You tried to solve it yourself, and you didn't go talk to an adult to get the adult to help you solve the problem. Like, you solved every problem yourself, and so when this person has problems, you solve them. Like, and you kind of, maybe that also creates a bit of a mothering person, because you might be the type of person, like, this person might come to you and start what's it called, like, whining a bit about things that are happening in their life, and you and this person might seek a reaction from you where you just say, oh, yeah, that's just annoying, and everybody are like, and that's just annoying that you have to go through that, blah, that's terrible, and like, but instead you might try to solve the problem. Like, you find a solution, and I think this person just wants someone to whine with, someone to nag about things with, and maybe you go to the problem solving before the comforting, or so that it's and not the other way around, and maybe this person wants it to be the other way around. And like, maybe this person, I think this person had a lot of help in their childhood. Like, this person might have had a lot of help from teachers and from parents and from people around them. And maybe this person was kind of like carried a bit through their education. And so they never really had to solve their problems on their own. Like, every time they couldn't solve a problem, they would go to an adult, and the adult would solve it for them, and so they never really got the independence, and so that's something they need to learn. And so maybe you should stop trying to solve their problems and just let them solve their problems on their own. Yeah. But I think that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope you'll watch my next video as well, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose this Jolanda Tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling, and then I will shuffle the cards for you. Group number 2. Group number 2. The people who will choose group number 2. The people who will choose group number 2. What does the person on group number 2's mind think of group number 2? What does group number 2's person think of them? I think this person sees you as a very great storyteller. Like, you might be really good at telling stories. You might also be very creative and very talented in just the way you construct like something, like when you say, like, you might have a way of speaking where it sounds a bit lyrical, like you're like it's a poem, or like you're singing when you talk. You might have a really good singing voice, but I also feel like you have like the biggest talent, I feel like, is your talent to write, or your talent to do something creative with words. Maybe writing songs, or poetry slam, or something like that, rapping, or I don't know, but it feels like it's something about words, but also about storytelling, telling a story, being good at telling stories. Maybe you just have a lot of good stories to tell. And so I feel like this person has hurt you. Maybe this person has hurt you. But maybe this person has heard you say, heard you tell a lot of stories. But this person could also have hurt you. Some of you, like maybe you got in an argument or something. Maybe that was the last time you spoke to this person. Maybe you have like maybe this is, maybe you've had a maybe you don't talk to each other as much now as you did in the past. But I think when you talked a lot in the past, I think this person really enjoyed listening to your stories. Maybe this person was a bit skeptical sometimes. Like you might have told some very crazy stories to this person, and I think this person might have thought that they couldn't possibly be true, because they were so out there that it seemed like too either like just too crazy to be true. Like maybe you told this person about something from your childhood, or something, and like something very traumatic, and maybe you felt like you were sharing it with someone who you trusted, and so you felt like you could share that. But I think this person kind of didn't really believe you for some reason, because it's not because they see you as a liar or someone who would lie about something like that. I just feel like it's because of the extent of the story, or the extent of the brutality inside the story, that this person just didn't feel like it could be true. Like, or maybe this person just hoped that it wasn't, that it was just a story that you made up, or because maybe they felt like it was very, very horrible. With a 6 of Swords reversed, I feel like this person might have felt like the last time, like maybe it was when you shared some, like if you've shared some intimate details about your life, something very personal. I think this person felt like I hate to say this, but I feel like this person felt like it was a bit awkward, because this person, like this person might not be the best person in the world. because I'm just sensing that that you were pouring your heart out. Like I'm seeing a scenario of you pouring your heart out, and this person kind of just awkwardly standing there, not saying anything, and I feel like inside this person's brain, they were just thinking, oh, I hope she or he, I hope they aren't getting the wrong idea about us. Like, I feel like this person felt like you were getting the wrong idea, that you were being too personal and sharing too much intimate stuff with them about your childhood and stuff like that, and this person felt like, oh, it's getting really intimate and really like borderline romantic, and that kind of suffocated this person, or this person didn't feel like that was or this person didn't feel the same, or this person like with this card, Six of Swords in Rider-Waite, it's two people sailing away together from stormy waters into calm waters, and when it's reversed, I feel like it might indicate that this person saw you as someone, or thought of you as someone who that they thought of you as someone who thought that they were the savior to you, like that you were that this person potentially could save you from all the bad, that they were your knight in shining armor. And this person felt like that was something they couldn't live up to because they didn't really feel the same way, or they didn't see you as their damsel of distress, like they did. And I hate to say this because it's very, like, it's sad, but I feel like for some of you, you might not even have felt like it was starting to get romantic at that point. Like, I just think you were sharing these personal things with this person because you felt like this person was a trustworthy person. And so I don't think it was because you were necessarily feeling like this was starting to become a thing or a relationship or something like that. I just, maybe you're the type of person who shares a lot with a lot of people, and so maybe it's not that serious in your mind to share something like that, because it's your story, and maybe you like to tell people your story, and maybe you're not ashamed of it, and maybe you're not like, maybe you don't feel like it's something that you should only tell people that are really, really close to you. Like, I feel like you tell the story to people that you trust, that you feel like would but maybe this person wasn't that trustworthy after all, but that's a common mistake to make. Like, it's but I still think, like, if you are writers, or if you've written something and this person has read it, I think this person did really see your talent, like saw you as very talented. maybe you've written together and this person felt like you're really good in writing, like you're good at expressing yourself in writing. With strength reversed here, I feel like this person might not have seen you as very strong, like which I feel like is very strange, because if you were sharing something very personal, that's a sign of strength. Like that's something you wouldn't do if you weren't strong. But I feel like this person might have seen it differently. Like this person might, in this person's mind, it might be a sign of weakness if someone shares their intimate stories or personal stories. And I don't know how this person comes to that conclusion. I don't know, but it seems to be a sign of weakness for this person. Maybe this person felt like that you were a bit obsessed with it, that you weren't coping with the past, that you kept talking about the past as if the past was still haunting you, or that you hadn't found peace with it, so you kept talking about it, and so this person feels like what's in the past should remain in the past. And so whenever this person meets someone who's talking about the past, they immediately judge them, because they feel like they are living in the past, and that's unhealthy, and that they should just move on yeah. So I don't think it's a sign of weakness like that. To me, it sounds a bit ridiculous, because I feel like if you don't talk about the past, like then you're not coping with it. But maybe this person, if this is a male, then it's kind of typical, because males do tend to want to bottle feelings up inside and make them just grow and grow and grow until they implode from the inside, and yeah. But I think it's more healthy to do it this way, like talking about it, talking freely about it. I think it's better. It's a better coping mechanism than just bottling it up inside, because then you just end up having a lot of other issues with it. But with the Four of Cups reversed, I think this person might think of you as someone who doesn't select, like you don't, you're not very selective, or you're not very particular with the people that you allow inside your brain. Like you don't have, like you don't pick and choose who you feel is worthy of picking your brain. Like you allow everybody to kind of have, like you give an invitation to everyone, and I think that's actually very admirable. the natural trust that, like, I believe is very important, that we keep the natural trust, the trust that we are born with, the trust that children have in everyone around them, that children trust everyone, and children will tell everyone about their problems unless they have been groomed in a way to not tell their problems to other grown-ups. But usually children are very open about talking about their problems at home, and like but and like you get the truth from children, and like there is something great about just being trustful of and allowing people and telling people things about yourself without thinking that that they will abuse the information, or that they will do something that or with it, or say it, or not keep it secret, or use it against you, or something like that. Like just being able to tell your story without thinking about whatever the consequences could be, like of doing that. There really shouldn't be a lot of consequences. Of course, one of the consequences could be judgment, and I think that is what this person is referring to mostly. I think this person feels like you shouldn't tell your story to everyone because people are going to judge you for it, and the only reason why this person is thinking that is because they are secretly judging you for it. And so I feel like this person wants you to be cautious of who you reach out to, be cautious of who you pour your heart out to. And not be so naive that like I think it's very obvious to this person that you feel like most people have good intentions, and so you go along your life, or go through your life with that philosophy that everybody has good intentions, because that's better than believing that everybody has evil intentions. So it's better to believe in good than to believe in bad. And so but I think this person wants you to just believe in bad, like believe that everybody's out to get you, everybody is gonna and like it's a bit of a toxic vibe. I'm getting a toxic vibe from this person. Because I don't really know what the end game is. I don't know why this person wants you to believe that everybody will like abuse the information that you give them, and that everybody's gonna be nasty and mean and evil. And I don't know if it's because this, like if this is someone you used to date, then I think maybe this person wants you to realize that everybody's evil, because maybe you told this person that they were a bad person, and maybe you actually ended the relationship, and you might have given this person an explanation, and the explanation could have been that you felt like they weren't really a good person, and I think this person got a bit offended by that, and they are thinking about how they want you to realize that everybody is like bad, like there aren't any good people in the world, that everybody's like them, that they didn't do anything wrong because they only did whatever any other person would have done in their place, or like they kind of justify it by justifying their bad behavior by saying that everybody acts badly as well, and that you just have to realize that that there are only bad people out in the world, and that maybe even that this person might even want you to realize that this person was one of the good ones compared to all of the horrible Ted Bundy types of people that are actually out there or something. I don't know, but like at least this person is not a serial killer and that, or whatever, but I don't know. I kind of don't like this person. I feel like this. It kind of started off quite well, but again, maybe I still feel like this person might have given you some kind of compliment at some point, that they like the way you talk or the way you speak, that it sounds very lyrical or poetic, or but it's kind of an empty compliment when it's coming from this slick person, like but I don't know. I'm gonna shuffle these archetype cards as well, to see if I can get some more information on what this person thinks of you. Like, how do they think of you? Networker. I think this person. Oh yeah, you can see it says here, enhances unity through the sharing of information. Enhances unity through the sharing of information. And so it kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying, is that I think you share information with others, and you like to share information, and even intimate information about yourself. You like to share information with others because it creates unity. But somehow this person does not like unity. Like, this person is maybe more individualistic. This person is maybe more of a lone wolf type of person, likes to go it alone, likes to only do things for themselves, and likes to be a loner guy who likes to just live their life just for the benefit of themselves, and maybe a bit selfish and self-centered. And so when they see someone like you who's so eager to connect with people on a deeper level, they get frightened or scared off, or they feel like there's something wrong with you. Like, what's wrong with you, since you're sharing these informations with them? And don't you know that they can easily misuse this information and use it to create a downfall for you in your career or in your personal life, or like that they could ruin your marriage, or that they could, I don't know, I don't think you're married, but like it's just an example, but I feel like this person might be a psychopath, and so this person when they are talking to others, they are constantly thinking of what information other people are saying that they can use. What can they use to get what they want? Like so I think this person, like they filter, like they have selective hearing, and they filter around like what you're saying, and so they look for these few things that you're saying that that they can see a purpose in, like they can see how they can maybe use it for later, to bribe you, or to use it as leverage, use it against you, use it to make you do something for them, if they threaten to ruin something that's important for you in your life by sharing a secret with someone you love about something that you didn't want them to know. Then if they have that leverage, then they can't really. Maybe this person also have like impulse control disorder, because maybe this person can't really like, if this person gets information that they can see how, like that, where they can feel like, where they can see that it can be used as leverage, if they see it that way, they have to kind of use it. Like because of they have it kind of becomes like an obsession of theirs. They need to figure out a way to use it, because it would be a shame not to use it, because they know what power it can bring them. Like they know the power that they have against you by knowing this, and so they start thinking about ways to use it against you. Like, what can you do? What do you have that they are interested in, that they could get from you if they use this as leverage? Like, this is a very toxic way of thinking, and I don't like it. But I think that's like, and so that's why they want you to stop sharing these informations. So like, I feel like this person, it could be more that this person has impulse control disorder, because I feel like this person kind of doesn't want to use the information for bad, like for evil, for evil purposes, but somehow they can't control themselves to not do it, because they have it. Like, this is the type of person, if they have money, they have to spend the money, and they see it this way. They see information in the same way. Like, if they get some information that they can use as leverage against the person, they have to use it, because they can't just have it in their hands without burning them, like without using them for something. And it's the same with money. Money, it's like people can't have money in their hands without instantly using them, and it's impulse control disorder. And so it's also that people can't have like who can't have food in the fridge without eating it, even when they aren't hungry, but they just can't have it left there. Like, it's a very it's a like, I feel like for some of you, this person can't really, like, it's not really their fault, but it's very, very unpleasant and toxic. But it's somehow it's not really, like, they aren't really to blame for it, but of course they are, because like even though it's a disorder, they still have it, and they still have the responsibility to have it under control. But yeah, I think that's like also with this card. It also talks about social awareness and empathy, and I think this person sees you as someone who has a lot of empathy and a lot of social awareness, something that this person might lack. And I think this person might also be a bit jealous that you have empathy for others and social awareness, and maybe also this person feels like you don't have social awareness even though you do, because this is also something that's like take what resonates, but for some of you I think this person feels like you don't have social awareness because you are sharing information with others that you shouldn't be sharing with others, that you should keep certain things for yourself, and but I think this person also recognizes that you actually have likability and people like you, and you might even be a bit popular in your community or in the place that you work or study, and so this person sees that it's obviously helping, like it's obviously helping to pour your heart out, like it's a strategy that's obviously working for you, but it kind of bothers them that it's working for you because they feel like you shouldn't, or yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope you'll watch my next video as well, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 3. You chose the Cook's Tarot, and I will start with some channeling, and then I will shuffle the cards for you. Group number 3. So the people who will choose group number 3, what is the person on group number 3's mind thinking about group number 3? What is the person on group number 3's mind thinking about group number 3? Okay, so I'm getting something about love. I think this person has very dear thoughts about you, like quite romantic thoughts. So that's very positive. I feel like this person might have felt like like there's something this person feels like they've been lying about. Like this person is kind of bothered by the fact that they have been lying to you about something. I don't know what it is, but there is something that some kind of lie. This person has been telling a lie. Maybe about their feelings for you. Maybe they've told people or told you that they don't have feelings, or maybe this person has given you mixed signals, and maybe they are a bit regretful about it. But I think it's because of some, like, this person has been lying, but it seems as if it's a lie that this person had to, that this person was a bit pushed into a corner. Like, this person felt like they had to lie to you. Like, this person, like, I don't know if this person is in a relationship at the moment, or was in a relationship in the past, and so they lied about their feelings for you because they were in a relationship and they couldn't tell you that they had feelings for you because that would be cheating, and they couldn't cheat on the person that they were involved with at the time. So they might have said that they didn't feel the same way, or something like that, but they actually did, but they just felt like they couldn't say that. But for others of you, there could just be another lie that they've been telling you. Maybe something they haven't been completely upfront about, something like they have to come clean about something, I feel like. With the Hermit here, I think this person might see you as someone who's very, very independent, very like someone who looks inwards, someone who's very self-aware. Like you might have been on a spiritual journey and had some kind of spiritual awakening. Maybe you had a dark night of the soul or something, like where you changed a bit as a person, where you uplifted yourself or heightened your mind to a higher higher consciousness. But I think this person, like this person, like maybe you maybe you're a bit psychic, like you might have some psychic abilities. You might be able to read people very well, like you might be good at reading people's minds. And so I think this person has been quite afraid because they've had this secret that they've been keeping from you, or they've felt like they've been keeping it from you. But I feel like they know that they haven't been good at keeping this secret because they feel like you already know about it. Like you could tell, like you could read it on their face. And so I think this person has been a bit paranoid about it, but also maybe they've also felt a bit like for some reason they feel like it's a good thing that you knew, or so they wanted you to know, but they couldn't tell you, and so, but they felt like you already knew, because maybe because of your psychic abilities. But I think this this person might have, like, you might have been at a party with this person, and maybe this person felt like they kind of said it, like they said the secret to you at the party because they were drunk or something, but they kind of hoped that you didn't hear it or that you missed it. But I think they already know that you kind of overheard it, and so they know that you know. And I don't know. But I'm also getting that this person sees you as someone who is likely, like, this person sees you as a love interest, but they might feel like you don't need a partner, that you're actually better off alone, or that they don't have anything to offer you. Like, they feel like you have it all and you can do everything on your own, and you're an independent, self-sufficient person, and so why would you even need them in the first place? And so I think this, but I think this person is actually quite in love with you, in a very corny way actually, but it's very cute. But with a Magician here reversed, I think this person sees you as someone who's not very crafty, like you're not very manipulative, you're very like, this person might be a liar, but not a liar, but they might lie about something, and it might be because they are forced to do so or whatever. But the reason why they are so attracted to you is the fact that you are not at all a liar. Like, you might be the type of person who can't even tell a lie. Like, you're very truthful, very very upfront and very direct about everything, and you tell it like it is, and you might also be very open and very honest about your secrets, and like, you're sharing your secrets. Maybe you've shared your deepest, darkest secrets with this person, and you had no problem in doing so. But and this person might feel like they want to do the same, but they are still afraid of doing so because it's a bit more difficult. It's difficult for them to but I also, like, with the Magician reversed, I think like, this person might have had problems in the past with past relationships, where this person might have, I think this person might have been in relationships with very manipulative people, very people who were constantly playing mind games with them. And I think this person is attracted to you because you don't play mind games. And that is what they think about you. They think about you as someone who doesn't play any mind games. You're very upfront and direct, and you're not you're not using people. Like, you don't use people. Like, you're not just friends with someone just because they have a car and you want them to drive you around, and like, you don't and you're not dating someone just because they have a great apartment in the center of the city and it's very convenient for you. Like you're not using people. You're not playing their feelings and playing playing them. Like you're not playing people. You're very like this person sees you as very trustworthy and very loyal and very like a very good person. Someone who doesn't take advantage of people. And to this person, that is that is a fresh breath of air, because this person is very used to people taking advantage of them, to the point where this person is actually maybe taking a bit of advantage of others. But it's more like this person just knows that people are going to take advantage of them, and so they kind of want to get to do it to take advantage of them before they get the chance to take advantage of them, like, you know. But I don't think this person is doing that a lot, but I think it's more like like this person might be the type of person who's like, I think this person has kind of rebelled against, maybe this person also had family members who took advantage of them, and like maybe they've always been the person who others have taken advantage of, and so they have lived their whole life that way, and so now in their adulthood they might have rebelled against it, and so now they are making sure that if there's something they want from someone, they are gonna get it. Like they are gonna ask people for help, and they are gonna make sure that they are not always just getting that they are not always getting the bad deal. Like that they also get something, and not always have to give to others, but also can receive something from. But I feel like this person sees you as someone who's not wanting, who's not taking advantage. Who's not taking advantage of this person. And they see that as a very good sign, but I am sensing that that this person also feels a bit bad about lying to you about something, because they see you as such a good person, and so they see you as someone who's who they don't want to lie to you, because they know that you're such a pure soul. Like 9 of Wands reversed. So I think this person sees you as someone who's very unprotective of yourself, which is like a bit of a bad thing, but also it depends on how you see it. But I think this person feels like you are not really taking care of yourself, or that you're not protecting yourself. You're not. You're maybe putting others before yourself, and maybe this is because this person can see themselves in you, like they can mirror themselves in you, but not their current self, but the self that they were in the past, like who they were in the past, and so they see that in you. They see how they were in before they rebelled and started protecting themselves and making sure that people weren't taking advantage. And so they might see you as the type of person who is very likely to be taken advantage of by others, because you are so nice to people and kind, and you are always so eager to help. And I think this person sees that as a slippery slope, like your that could end up badly for you if you don't protect yourself, or if you don't have some kind of protection, or a limit, a boundary that you need to create a boundary for yourself. But I think like this person sees that as something that they connected with. It was one of the things that this person was attracted to immediately when they met you, because they could see themselves in you. Like but I'm also sensing that this person feels like you're not very defensive. Like maybe you've been in an argument with this person, or maybe you've had an argument with someone else, but this person was around to witness it. But I think this person noticed that you don't defend yourself. Like you're not very defensive. Like if someone comes at you and attacks you with a very personal attack, or something that's very uncalled for, or if people say something mean to you, you don't, you might not react that much. And if people blame you for something, or starts, yes, if people blames you for something, you might not actually you might not get defensive. You might do the opposite. Like you might say to people, that they are right, or not that they are right, but that they are allowed to have those feelings, or that it's fine that they feel that way, or it's fine that they feel that it's the blame is on you. It's if they feel, if that makes them feel better about themselves, or something like that. And so maybe you actually allow people to put the blame on you sometimes, just to just to make them feel better about themselves, or that you can see that they are in a bad situation, or that they have problems at home, and so you kind of would feel like it might be better for you to have the blame, because maybe your shoulders are actually broader at the moment, and so you can handle it more than the other person, or something. And so maybe you see things in a very a very Mother Teresa way, and I think this person has noticed that about you, and I think this person thinks about that, and they think about it in a very loving way, and it's actually very. But they are also a bit concerned by it. Because they don't know if you're gonna meet the wrong person in the future that is going to take advantage of your kindness. With the Nine of Pentacles, I think this person sees you as very independent, very like with the Hermit, like they might be thinking about ways that they can actually help you, because they feel like, how can they like like this person might be of the understanding that the dating game is all about finding something that the other person needs, and giving that to the person, and that in that way you can win people over by contributing with something that they lack. And when they see you, when they met you, they felt like you were perfect on your own. Like there wasn't anything that they could contribute with to you or give you that you would have, that would be so important for you that you wouldn't want to be without it. So that like they kind of feel like they have to trick people into being in a relationship with them, and it's not because this person is manipulative, it's just because this person might have low self-esteem, might feel like that's the only way to get a partner is to kind of get them, like lure them in with something that they can't live without. And so then you can trap you can trap a date by finding that one thing that they need and that they can't live without, and then giving that to the person, and then keep giving it so that they will have to rely fully on on them, like that you would have to rely on them, if that makes sense. And I think this person they just felt like they couldn't find that thing. They couldn't find that thing that you need from them in order to make you rely on them in some way. And because you're very independent, you don't need anyone. You can do most things on your own, and the things that you can't do on your own, you will figure them out eventually. And so, yeah, but I think this person is a bit like that's probably what this person did in the past, and it didn't work out for them. Like this person found someone who didn't have a car, and then they kind of used that as, oh, well, date me, I have a car, and so we can be together because I have a car and you need one and to get to work, and then so this would be very beneficial for you, and then we could have so it's not ideal, and I think this person knows that it's not the right way to do it, but yeah, I think this person is still looking for that one thing that they can, that you need, that they can contribute with. Something that would make them feel important in some way, or needed. Because that's also a big factor in this. I think this person has a very has a need to be needed by someone else. Like they have a very strong desire to feel like someone is actually reliant on them. That people couldn't live without them. But you can, and I think this person knows that, and so, but they might think that, okay, maybe they could, I don't know, but I think like it's a very good compliment. It's just saying that this person feels like you have it all, and you don't need anyone because you have you're perfect on your own and you're self-sufficient. And with the Four of Cups reversed, I feel like this person might feel like you're not like when it's upright, it's someone who's just saying no to everyone. And so when it's reversed, I think this person sees you as someone who says yes to everyone. And that could be like that one thing that this person, and I was talking about it before, but like this person sees you as someone who might have a hard time saying no to people, say like you say yes to people, get into commitments that you might not be really that, like you might you might just be too kind, like you don't set boundaries, you don't say no, you don't, and when you don't say no to people, then some people will of course take advantage of that, and just keep asking bigger and bigger favors from you because they know you can't say no, and so they test the limit. And so I think this person sees you as someone who is like a yes man, like you say yes to everything, and that is a positive thing as well. It's a compliment as well, to be a very helping and loving person who always wants to do the most for everyone, and who puts everyone in front of or over themselves. And but yeah, so this person sees you as a bit self-sacrificing, that you sacrifice yourself a bit too much, but also this indicates that you're a very good and loving person. You also invite a lot of good times into your life. Like you're not like the boring person at the party who's just not participating because of whatever. Like you participate in a lot of things, and maybe you also participate in a lot of parties because you can't say no to people if they invite you to parties. And so that's a good thing. Like that creates a lot of good memories and a lot of good times. And so there's also an upside to it. It's not only bad. Like it's good to be able to say yes to good things being offered to you. But yeah. But I think that's all I have for you. Not quite. I'm also going to shuffle these archetype cards because I did that for the two other groups as well, and so I shouldn't forget to do that for you. So I want to get like one more card here. Okay, visionary. So I think there is some truth to the part about you maybe being a bit psychic. And so yeah, I think this person thinks about how you are, like maybe that you can see, that you can read people's minds, or that you can see the future in some way, or predict something before it happens, or but also that you are a visionary, like that you're good at envisioning something and then making it come true. Like you're good at picturing something in your mind, something that you want to do, and then doing it exactly as you pictured it. Maybe you're also like, maybe you have like a vision of, like, maybe you're very creative, and so like maybe you have a vision in your mind about how you want to paint a picture, or how you want to decorate your house or something, and then you just do it exactly as you pictured it, or maybe this has something to do with your dreams, your career. Like if you might have a dream and you envision it, and then you make it into reality. Maybe you're really, really good at manifesting. But this card also says willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. And this kind of also, like, this goes hand in hand with what I've been saying. I think this person sees you as someone who's psychic, but someone who would never actually take money for doing readings or doing predictions for people, because you would, it would go against your morale, to your morals to do that for personal gain. You would rather just share what you like. If you have a dream about someone, you want to just share it with the person. Like you don't want to, like you want to do you want to use your psychic abilities to maybe give people, like do favors for people, contacting people. If you have if you get a message, a spiritual message, you're just gonna hand it to people, and like you might, maybe some of you would want to have money, get money for it, but I think there could also be that some of you are actually in a business where, like me, where you're doing YouTube videos, and maybe this person sees you as someone who's not doing it for personal gain, because they know that you're maybe not making a lot of money out of this YouTube channel, that you're mostly working for free, and doing a lot of effort and using a lot of time on it without actually getting that much out of it. So but I also think this person sees you as someone who has a bit of a quirky mind, that you have a bit of a peculiar way of thinking about things, and maybe that you have the ability to put to flip things around and make people see things from a different perspective, and maybe you're really good at thinking outside the box, and like maybe you don't have a very conventional way of thinking about things, and so there is something very original about you, I think, and I think this person is very able to see that. And that was also with the Hermit. Like I think you have a way of, like you can think a bit deeper, like you can go, like people can go quite deep, but I think you can go like maybe a layer deeper, and get really into the core of something, like to the bottom of things, and figuring also maybe when you talk to people that you don't like, when you talk to people, maybe people with a lot of issues, maybe people who have like very bad behavior, like maybe you are not the type of person who just walks away if someone curses at you or threatens you or says something nasty to you. Like maybe you're the type of person who would rather just sit down and figure out what is driving this person to actually do that or say that, or get to the bottom of it, get to the core of the issue, figure out if what's the person's issue with you, but also maybe go back to their childhood traumas or something and figure out why is this person acting the way that they are acting, and figuring out an explanation, something that maybe many other people wouldn't do for that person, because people would just be like scared off or feel like or feel disgusted by their behavior, and so they don't want to give them the time to actually get to the bottom of it. Like, so I think this person really sees you as a very good person, a very original person too, like, and also very smart and analytical, and someone who sees things that other people don't see. You see the good in people that other people see as pure evil. Like you see something. You see the light in even the darkest of souls, and that's a very great compliment. This person seems to have very good things to say about you, and as I said in the beginning, I think this person has very, very dear thoughts about you, very loving thoughts about you. And so that's good. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel and have a very great day, and bye. Hello, group number 4. You chose this Tarot D, the Didactic Tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling and then I will shuffle the cards for you, group number 4. Group number 4, the people who will choose group number 4. What does the person on group number 4's mind think of group number 4? What does the person on group number 4's mind think of group number 4? There's something in jeopardy here. I don't know quite what it is. Like it's just something that came through, that something is in jeopardy. That's like there's something at stake. Like it's like there's something also. I'm sensing that this person has very flighty thoughts about you, and it seems like they keep going back and forth with their thoughts of you. Like one day they think of you as the greatest person in the world, and then the next day they think of you as the evil villain. And so it's kind of hard to figure out this person, because I feel like they keep going back and forth and like from one extreme to the other. And so like this person never settles on like a middle ground. Like this person either thinks you're evil or great, and not evil, but like that this person just seems to sometimes this person thinks the worst of you. Like this person could be a bit paranoid. Like this person might overinterpret something you say, and so if you say something to them like in the moment when you say it to them, they understand it in the correct way. So they understand your intention, like they understand the intention behind what you're saying, and so they know that you have good intentions with what you say. But then afterwards they start thinking about it, and they start going back and like rerun the scenario in their head multiple times, and until they start interpreting it differently, and so they first they think you have good intentions, and then they overthink it and start believing that there was some kind of hidden agenda, or that you said it with bad intentions, or you said this but really you meant that, or that it was an insult that was just hidden behind that it was just that you said something and it was just a nice way of saying that you didn't like them or something. And maybe this person, like, I feel like this person has a tendency to do this. Like they understand it correctly when they are in the moment, and most of us do. Like it's our intuition. Like when we are inside the situation, we tend to be able to see the situation more clearly, because we use our intuition, and we can read the person and read their energy within the situation. Then when we withdraw from the situation, then and look at it from the outside of the situation, when we look at it in retrospect, we tend to misinterpret certain things because we are not able to read the energy when we remember things. Like when we go in retrospect, go through then we tend, like it's also like we can understand each other even if, like when we are together with another person, it's easier to understand each other even if someone says the wrong word. Like we can actually sense what word they were actually meaning to say, because we can read their energy, and we can kind of like so it's easier to understand each other when we are together. But it's very easy to misinterpret something that someone said when we are not together with that person and just remembering what they said word for word, because sometimes we say words and we don't really mean them, or we say the wrong word but we meant to say something else, and it's just easier to understand when we're actually together. And so there might also have been some kind of miscommunication between you two, where you talked over text or talked over video chat, or over Zoom or something, where it wasn't clear to you what the intentions were. So maybe there was a miscommunication because you were talking, but you weren't in the same room while you were talking, and so. But I think this person, like, there's also something about sports. This is specific for a few of you. So there is something about sports, something about basketball or something. So I don't know if you've talked to this person about sports or about a sports team, or maybe you have had like disagreements because you aren't like you don't follow the same sports team or something. I don't know, but I think. But I think this is minor. Like I think it's something this person thinks about. Like this person might be if you've talked about sports in the past, then I think every time this person sees a game in the television, then they start thinking about you because you had that conversation, and so this could be something that triggers memories of you in this person. Is when they look at when they watch sports in the television. But I think this person might go back and forth with you, but also in a bit of a light way. Maybe in the beginning I took them seriously when maybe they were just kidding. So maybe this thing about them seeing you as this evil villain one day and then the greatest person the next day, it could just be them kidding, especially if you've had some fun, friendly arguments about sports or disagreements about sports or something like that. Then maybe this person is just making jokes about how you're horrible because you follow the wrong sports team, or you're not. So it's more enough. It might just be in a fun, friendly way. That they are just kidding. Or this could also be politics. Like if you disagreed on politics, then this person might say like, oh yeah, she or he is great, but they are a leftist, so we don't want to talk to them. Or but in a fun in a, like, they are kidding, like it's not serious, but but what is this person on group number 4's mind thinking of when they think of group number 4? For some of you, this person might might be. I don't know if this is an ex. For some of you, this could be an ex, and I think this person might. Might be a bit like if you broke up with this person in the past, then I think this person is a bit this is more specific for a few of you, but for those of you, then I feel like this person, I hate to say this because it's kind of mean, but I don't think it's really serious. Like, I don't think this person actually means it, but this person is just a bit hurt because you broke up with them. And so it's kind of that kind of vibe I'm getting, that kind of dynamic. And so I think this person might think about how it was good that you broke up with them because I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. It seems to be a comment about your weight. And it's not a very nice one. And but I feel like it's specific for those of you where it's an ex that you broke up with, and I don't actually think this person means it, even though they think it. Then I think it's more their own way of justifying or coping. I think coping with the breakup is to just tell themselves that they were better off because you weren't that much of a catch anyway or something. With 9 of Pentacles, I think this person thinks of you as very independent and very yeah, and that kind of gives me that the vibe that this person could be an ex of yours, because of course I don't know, but you know, of course, it's a person on your mind, and I don't have to guess who it is because it doesn't really matter. But I'm just sensing that this person on your mind is kind of might feel a bit like you rejected them in some way, that you left them and that you were better off without them. And I feel like this person just sees you as the type of person who who's like thriving on your own, and that kind of bothers this person because they aren't really thriving on their own. Like, they aren't really coping that well, and if this is not an ex, then it could just be someone from like of course you know, so I don't have to guess it. But if I just sense that there could have been that it's a bit long since you it's been a while since you spoke to this person. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's been a short amount of time since you actually short period of time since that. That could that's very likely, but I'm sensing that it's still a long time since you actually had a more intimate conversation with each other. It might have been more superficial, more like just not like surface level. But I'm sensing that this person might think of you as a bit of a like that you're very mothering, like with this person here being pregnant. There could be something about how you're very caring, and that you cared for this person for a while in the past. And I don't think that's something this person has forgotten about. I just feel like sometimes this person sees you as this really, this person who helped them a lot. And then the next moment they start telling themselves that, oh, but you had bad qualities as well. So it wasn't all good in your connection. But something did jeopardize the relationship that you had, or this connection that you had jeopardized something else in this person's life. It seems as if there was something in jeopardy. And so it seems a bit more complicated, but or maybe this person sees you as like I think this person thinks of you as a very smart person with a jeopardy theme. There could be something also about this person seeing you as someone who always has the answer to everything. That maybe to the point where this person felt a bit exhausted by it, because they felt like you always had the answer to everything. That maybe this, like, even if this is a new connection, if you haven't haven't known this person for that long, I still feel like maybe the last time you spoke, I feel like this person felt like they couldn't really shine in your presence, because you always had, like, you were always very quick to having the answer. And this person couldn't really break through and come up with an answer that fast. Maybe you're a very quick thinker, like you think on your feet, you think very, very quickly, and maybe you're really quick to come up with a comeback. You're and like a catty reply, but also like some like also just very quick to come up with answers to questions. If someone asks a question to the whole group, you might be the first one to come up with to say the answer, and I just feel like this person might have felt like they couldn't outshine you, because you're this like you're just this independent thinker. Like you don't need to discuss anything with anyone else. Like you might also have a lot of confidence in yourself and in the correctness of your answers. Maybe you're a bit cocky as well, and so I think this person thinks of. I feel like this person might think of you as a bit cocky, someone who believes they are right all the time. But I'm also sensing that this person is a bit annoyed because it's not just that you think you're right all the time. You usually are as well. Like you're quite often right about the things that you say. Like you are rarely wrong. So you could be a Virgo, but I think with this card here, like I don't know what card it is. It's not a tarot card, it's just a card. An extra card in this deck. I haven't really looked up the description. That's not necessarily needed, but I think it's maybe upside down or not. I don't know if there's a correct way of like, but there's on this card here, there's the moon phases, and there are these different different stories, maybe the elements, I guess, but I think this person might think of you as someone who changes throughout the seasons. You could have seasonal depression. Like you might change your personality a bit according to the season that you're in, so that maybe you're a bit depressed in the winter, and then you get like a spike of energy in the spring, and like you, and that's natural. So it's not, but I think this person might like you might also withdraw sometimes. Like you might be very active in the summer time and very social and very like all over the place, maybe like maybe a bit ADD, like you want to like, or ADHD actually, more like that you have maybe when it's summertime you need to have a lot of things going on around you, and do a lot of things, but then when winter comes, you might withdraw completely from any social events, and gatherings. Like you would rather just stay at home, watch Netflix, and be cozy at home, and not go anywhere, and maybe it's just seasonal. It just changes, like, and or maybe you have these cycles where you are very active in a few months, and then after those months you withdraw because you have to recharge your batteries, and so you withdraw completely from socializing, and become a bit of a hermit in a period of time, and then when you've recharged the batteries, you go out and become social again, and maybe that's how you have lost a bit of contact in the past. Might have been because you were really invested in this person's life for a few months, and then you withdrew a bit and became very introverted, and didn't really seek out this person. And maybe you also waited for this person to contact you because you felt like it didn't have to be always you who had to contact them, and so you wanted to test it out and see if you stopped contacting them, if they would actually step up and contact you, or if they would just ignore you as well, and maybe they just ignored you because they were so used to you being the one to taking charge of the communication, and so but I'm also sensing that that there are some stories here. Maybe you told this person a lot of stories, or like maybe you get very extroverted sometimes, and so you tell a lot of stories about people and fun stories from the past or something. But I feel like this person might feel like they know your friends more than they know you. Like they feel like you've shared a lot of stories about funny things that your friends did, or something that your family did, and or something like, and maybe they felt like you were talking about a lot of other people and not really talking about yourself. Like you were sharing a lot of stories about others, but you rarely shared any stories about yourself, and that made this person feel like they couldn't really get into the core of you. Like they didn't really feel like they knew you, because they felt like they knew your friends and family more, because that was always the people that the stories that you told were about. Like you might not have shared any of your dreams and what you wanted for your life, and your ambitions, and your personal thoughts. And so they felt like you could be anybody, really, because they didn't quite know who you were, and maybe you also showed a lot of different versions of yourself to this person. And so when you were one person one day and then another person the next day, this could just be their perception of you that changed every day, like, but it could also be you who contributed to this as well by kind of changing up your behavior towards this person from one day to the next. So maybe you have been a bit aloof towards this person one day and then very, very interested and engaging the other day, the next day. But I'm gonna shuffle some more cards. For group number 4. So, in this card here, I think, well, this here, this kind of makes me think of tattoo art. So I don't know if you have a tattoo somewhere, but I think this person is thinking about that tattoo. But I'm also getting, of course, that there is something about this scenario here. So if you are the female and the other is a male, of course it could be any gender really. Then, but if that's that's what resonates with you, then I think this person might feel like you stabbed this person in the heart. So this could again be an ex, because of course sorry, I keep saying like it could be like, but I don't have to guess. It's a person on your mind. I don't have to guess who that is. But if it's an ex that you're thinking about right now, then I think this person is not very happy about how the relationship ended. I feel like this person felt that it wasn't how it should have, like that you were, yeah. Maybe also, like, I feel like this person felt like, because you can also see in this card here, like this person is stabbing that person in the heart, but you can see that from both their mouths, from that person's mouth and that person's mouth, it's like a big speech bubble thing. And it's shared, like they are sharing their speech, like they are sharing their words, they are saying the same words, they are sharing the same words, but they are doing two completely different things, or their actions does not seem to be the same. So I feel like maybe this person felt like you were saying one thing and then doing something completely different. and this person for some reason felt like you were very much on the same page in the past, and or in the but you like you might have made it out as if you two were cool and nothing was going on, like nothing bad, like the relationship was okay. There wasn't, like, maybe you didn't complain about it and you didn't really speak your truth in this connection, and so this person had the feeling that you two were on the same page because you kept saying that you thought you were on the same page, and so you seemed to be, but then you stabbed this person in the heart by maybe leaving, breaking up with them, turning your back on them. With these two cards here, I think yeah, like you can see that maybe you two are just were just night and day. Like you can see how this person, like on this person's side it's night, on this other person's side it's day, and so maybe you two were just very different and saw things very differently, and you just didn't have the same perception of the connection, what you wanted out of this friendship or relationship or connection. Maybe you wanted different things, maybe you had just different different views. But I feel like this person thinks of you as someone who, even though you two were very different and didn't really seem to get along very well in the past, they still felt really attached to you for some reason. Like they couldn't really walk away from you. They felt like they kind of needed you in their life. Like you were drawn together, maybe had like some kind of spiritual bond that wasn't really, like it wasn't very easy to get that bond broken up, like break the bond between you two, because there was a strong force that kept you two together, and this person felt that way, and you might have felt that way too, but still for some of you you managed to break up with this person, but I think this person just still feels like there's unfinished business here. But this person also knows that if this person would have stayed in a relationship with you, if this is an ex, but also if it's not an ex, then I feel like this person thinks of you as someone, like if they would start a relationship with you, then they know that you would burn together at the stake. Like So there might also be something about you two not being like I don't that there's something that keeps that's just too, that you two are from two different worlds as well, and so that it seems that this person thinks that the worlds, your two worlds can't be united into one. Maybe because of their family, your family, maybe because of their culture, your culture, maybe just because of differences in personality, or views, or religion, or with this card here, like 0 of water, I think this person, like, it's very ambivalent. This person is very ambivalent towards you because, yeah, you can see the ambivalence in this card. Like, they are dancing and seemingly having a good time, but if you look closely, they are crying, like there are tears coming out of their eyes, and so they are like having a good time, not having a good time. Maybe you two had that kind of dynamic, that you were having a good time, not having a good time. That it was a good time to not have a good time together with you. So maybe the type of dynamic that you two have, maybe you still have it, or you had that in the past, but it could be something you still have, that when you two are together, you like to bitch about things, you like to talk about what you hate and what you dislike more than you like to talk about what you like, and so you but also I think this card could also just mean that this person, when they think of you, they think of you with ambivalence. They feel like and it might also be a bit hard for them to think about you, because they feel like they want to be with you, but they also feel like being with you is very hard, or like that it's very hard on them emotionally for some reason. But they are drawn towards you. They like spending time with you. They like to party with you, dance with you, have the good times with you. But they feel like they can't really do that anymore. If this is someone from the past, if this is someone you have known for a long time, I feel like they can't really do the things that they did with you before, like in the past, because they feel like they can't have fun with it now as they used to be able to do. Like they aren't able to have like something has changed within your relationship. You can't really have that fun anymore in the same way, because of what's happened, or that it would never be the same again. Like, and so I think this person is kind of grieving that part, and that's why it's a bit hard for this person to think of you. It's because when they think of you, they think of what they've lost and what they can't get back. What they so yeah. But I think that's all I have for you, group number 4. I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and if you if you want a personal reading from me, check the description box below for more information on how to get one. And yeah, have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 5. You chose this Waite tarot deck, and I will start with some channeling, and then I will shuffle the cards for you. Group number 5. So the people who will choose group number 5, group number 5, group number 5. What does the person on group number 5's mind think of group number 5? I think this person sees you as a bit of a mixed or someone who's a bit more like some mixed in some way, like a mix of 2 things or a mix of 3 things, like a what's it called, the animal that's a mix of 3 species in one, something griff, hieroglyph, or I don't know, but this person, I feel like this person thinks of you as maybe 2 or 3 different people in one, and not that I think this person sees you as someone who has multiple personality disorder or something. I think it's more that this person is a bit confused by you, because you might be a different person at work, and then you might be a different person around kids, and then you might be a completely different person when you go out partying. Like, you might just be very like you might have a lot of like you might change when you might change according to the role that you're playing. Like, when you're at work, you play the role of the person who's, like, if you work as a nurse, then when you go to work as a nurse, then you have to play the role of the nurse, and so of course you're different when you have the role of the nurse in you than when you are out partying, and so that's very that's very normal, but I think this person can't really tell which one is actually you. Like also, if you are studying, then like when you go to class, then you might be the quiet type, very serious, very no nonsense kind of person who just wants to be very serious and very focused on what you do, and focused on what the teacher is saying, and focused on what's like, but then you go out and party with your classmates, and then your classmates see a completely different side of you, because then you're not that serious, quiet person that you are in class. With a 7 of Swords. I think this person might see you as someone who's a bit of a lone wolf, someone who seems to be able to go it alone, and that's also with a hieroglyph, or it's it's probably something like the name for it is possibly different. I feel like there's something wrong with it when I say it. Like but I think because like that's an animal that's that's combined by that's three species combined can do all the things that the three species can do. So it can fly, and it can be on the ground, and it can and it can do something like, but it has all the all the perks of each species, which makes them very independent, of course, because they can do so much on their own, and so they wouldn't really need, like, they are already a group, like a one-man group, like, or three-man group in one, but like a group that's if that makes sense. It's 3 in 1, so it's like still, but it doesn't matter. But I think this person thinks of you as someone who is a lone wolf. Maybe this person is someone who studies with you, or who works with you. I'm getting that feeling that it's either someone like, a classmate or a co-worker, and this person, I feel like this person thinks of you as someone who is just doing everything on your own. Like you're not really working with the others. Like you're not keen on teamwork. Like you just want to do everything on your own, and like maybe you feel like other people kind of slow you down, and so you just want to be able to do things, the tasks, on your own, because you know that way you'll be done with the task a lot quicker, because you are already a 3-person group in one. Like you're very efficient. You're very and so you don't need anyone else. Getting other people into the group would just make it very crowded and very confusing. And so, like this is a bad metaphor, I know, but and it's not. Don't think it's about multiple personality disorder, even though it does seem to be heading that way. But it's not. I can assure you that it's not. But I can't really assure you, like it's. But I think this person. Mostly, I just feel like this person. Sees you as very intelligent, very capable, very talented. You can do the creative, like you excel at creativity, but also logical thinking, math and stuff like that, but also painting and doing and creative problem solving and doing whatever like that, but you might also be very good practically, so you might just have like the full house, like you have all that like usually we only get one. Like either we are very creative, or we are logical minded, or we are practical, good at the practicality, using our hands for building, or but that's also creativity, but in another way. But I think I just sense that this person feels like you have all of those. Like you can do everything. Like it seems as if this person feels like you would excel at anything. Like, and it's a bit like, it's a bit unfair. Like this person feels like it's unfair that you have all of these. Like this person here, like you kind of have just like you've just somehow gotten away with getting all of the talents and skills. Like when God was giving out talents and skills to the humans before they were born, this person, I don't know if this person thinks of it this way, but thinks of it in another way, but like they see you as someone who somehow tricked yourself into, or tricked God into into giving you all of the talents and skills, and so that there's no talents and skills for the rest of them. And this person might feel like they are on the losing end of that, that they didn't get a lot of talents and skills from birth, like naturally, and so I think this person kind of feels a bit jealous that I just feel like this person feels like they didn't get a lot of natural talents. Like they aren't really good at this person that on your mind feels like they aren't really good at a lot of things. Like they have to work for it. Like if they have to learn a new skill, they have to work day and night for a lot of time, like for a year, before they can actually excel at it. But then you come along and you try it in your first try and you immediately excel at it. And that's kind of like this is something that somehow bothers this person. Like they think about it like it's not fair. Like it's one person shouldn't be so born with such an advantage, such a great advantage. It's not fair to the rest of them. So like this person, like even though this person is a bit salty about it, this person does seem to put you in very high regards. Like this person thinks of you as someone who's very lucky in life, very like you like, and it's a great compliment. This person feels like you are really good at anything you do, like and that it's a bit, but this person might also feel like you're a bit cocky and a bit arrogant because you have the ability to say no to working in groups with others. Like you have the ability to do it yourself, and you don't need help from anyone, and maybe you don't even need help from the teachers if you're in school. And this person might be the type of person who really needs to be in a group. Like they can't really work things out on their own, and so they completely rely on being in a group. And so when they meet someone like you who has a choice to work alone, like has that choice to work alone, they instantly become like a bit bitter about and a bit jealous, because I think this person might be the type of person who would actually want to work alone if they had the chance, or if that was a possibility for them, if that was an option, they would take it and work alone. But it's not an option for them, because they need a group. They need to be in a group because they can't work alone. And so you, in this person's mind, they feel like you are very, like, you don't know how privileged you are, that you can just say no to working with all these assholes that this person is having to, like, this person has to work with. And I think this person has a lot of bad experiences with working in teams, working in groups that were really bad and really and so yeah, I think this person just would rather want to work alone. But I feel like it's like if they had that option, but I also feel like they would want to work with you. But they don't have that option either, because you are so focused on working alone. And so I feel like this person, for some of you, this person, like if you have rejected this person in the past, or said to this person that you didn't want to work with them because you only wanted to work alone, then this person might have felt like felt a bit rejected, or that it was a bit like sad that because you were the only one that this person wanted to work with and you weren't an option for them. And so that's sad, like that's sad for this person. But I also think this person might have felt like you thought that you were better than them, or that they would put you that this person would drag you down. And so I feel like that might be why this person might think of you as a bit arrogant, because they feel like you look down on them, and I don't think you do, but that's the idea this person has gotten because you don't want to work with them, or just because you don't want to work with others in general. That you can't see how other people can actually help you. So with the Ace of Pentacles, I think this person sees you as someone who's going places, like someone who's not gonna have a lot of problems with finances in the future. I think this person sees you as someone who's going to have a great career in the future, because this person just knows that, like, whatever you do, whatever you decide to do career-wise, like everything you touch will turn to gold. And so it doesn't matter what you choose. And so you have that privilege as well, like you could choose anything. And like you would never be in a situation where you have chosen an education that wasn't right for you, because whatever you choose, you're gonna excel at anything and everything. And that's how this person sees you. And so it's they think of you that way. And so I think this person sees you as quite gifted. Quite privileged, not necessarily like you come from a rich family and so you're privileged that way. I think it's more that you are just privileged from birth by the fact that you have these natural talents, and that you're just naturally good at everything that you try. With the Three of Wands, I think this person sees you as someone who's who's going places, like you're not gonna stay stay put, like you're not gonna you're heading somewhere, like you're and I think this person might feel like you've turned or that you're turning your back on them in some way, that you not, I don't think you've turned your back on this person yet, but I feel like this person might feel that you are going to do that in the future, like when you are a big shot in the future and has everything going for you, and everything is just like you're a successful person, and like when you're like when you're a successful person in the future, I think this person feels like you're gonna turn your back on them and never look back, and like burn the bridge and never return, and just and so I think this person is a bit afraid that like they don't want to get too attached to you, because they know that one day you're there and then the next day you're shooting for the stars and you're not gonna look back. But I also feel like you might be very focused on your goal, like you might have some ambitions that you might have been open about towards this person, like you might have told this person about your dreams for the future, what you want to accomplish in your career, and I think this person might feel like you have everything planned out, like and that might scare this person a bit, because this person might not be the type of person who has anything planned out in their life. And so when someone comes along with a bulletproof plan, it kind of makes this person feel like, well, maybe they should be planning stuff too. Maybe there's something wrong with them for not having a plan. But I'm also just sensing that this person feels like you're so consumed with accomplishing this thing that you want to accomplish, that you might not see this person, like you might not give this person the attention that this person wants from you, because you're so consumed with whatever you're doing career-wise. And so I think this person feels like they don't really exist in your world, like that they don't really matter to you. That like this person might even feel like when you spend time with this person, when you talk to this person, like if you've talked to this person at a party or something, then you might have had a nice conversation, but this person just, I don't know if it's something that happened or if it's just all in this person's head, but I think this person has had the thought that like while you've been talking to this person, they've felt like, well, if someone more interesting came along, then you would choose that person over this person, the person on your mind. So this person might feel like you wouldn't prioritize them if someone more interesting came along, and maybe this person, like if this is someone you have a crush on, or someone that you have that you believe might have a crush on you, then I think this person has a crush on you, but they feel like they feel like you have other that you're not, that you don't have those feelings for them, like that you don't share those feelings, that you might even be interested in someone else, and maybe this person even knows who that is, and they feel like if that person was available to you, then you would hop onto that person instantly and just forget all about this person. So I feel like, yeah, and I feel like that's kind of true though, for some of you. I feel like I feel like you're asking about a person, like the person on your mind right now. I think that person is not a love interest of yours. I think you have another, like you have a crush on someone who you might have a really deep crush on, but that person is not available to you, and so you have thought about the second best option for you, and that might be this person. And so I think it might be kind of true that this person feels like that they are not your first priority, that you're more like a rebound, that this person is more of a rebound, or someone you would choose if no one else was available, or someone you would talk to only if none of the ones that you actually want to talk to are available to you. So I feel like this person feels like they are very low on the ladder, like that of your priority list, or like very whatever. But I think you might also have asked about this person because you want to know if this person has a crush on you. So maybe it's someone you're not even interested in at all, but you're kind of curious to know if they have a crush on you. And if that's the case, if that resonates with you, I think this person does have a crush on you, but they feel like it's not really a realistic option for them, because they know that you are not in love with them, that if you ask them out, that then they would know that you're just doing it because none of the ones that you actually wanted to ask out was available, like a last resort or something. But maybe this is just their low self-esteem, I don't know. Maybe this person just is psyching themselves out and making themselves believe that that's what's going on in your mind, and maybe that's not at all what's going on in your mind. But yeah, I'm gonna shuffle these archetype cards as well, just to get one more card or a few more cards, if that, about how this person on your mind, how this person sees you. Group number 5. Okay, so Samaritan. So yeah, this kind of goes hand in hand with something that I was talking about before. I think you are very keen on helping others. Like, if someone, like, if you're in school, you might be the type of person who only wants to work alone, and you don't want to work in teams. But if someone would ask you for help or ask you for answers about something regarding your studies, then you are very keen on helping. Like, you would give people your time and your effort and your energy, and like you're not like, if someone asks you, you help them with their homework. If someone comes to you and says, like, they don't understand this and that, then you make yourself available to that person and help, and you help them, and you explain it to them and stuff like that. But you don't want to work in a team with them, and so it kind of, I think that is one of the things that this person thinks of as a bit arrogant, is that you're always so eager to help others with their homework or with their assignments but you don't want others to help you with your homework and your assignments, and like so that makes this person believe that in your mind you see yourself a bit above others. Like, you can help others, but they can't help you. So naturally, you must be higher in the but I don't think that's how you think about it. But I also understand why this person would make that assumption. But I think you are more of a Samaritan. You just have, like, maybe you also have a hard time saying no to people, and so you just, like, if someone asks you, then you immediately help them, because you can't say no to people when they come and ask you for help. And so it's not necessarily that you are arrogant, you just have a hard time saying no. And you're a Samaritan, like, you want to help and you enjoy helping others, but maybe you just don't enjoy getting help from others. Not that I think you believe that that other people can't help you. It's more that you just want to solve your problems on your own, because you're this lone wolf. Like, you want to figure out a solution on your own, even if it has, like, sometimes I think you spend hours and hours and hours figuring out the solution to one problem that you could easily have gotten the solution for in a few minutes by asking someone, but you would rather just figure it out on your own, because you know that's how you learn, and that's how you memorize it more. Like, you don't memorize it if someone just showed you how to solve a problem. Like, you memorize it a lot better if you figured it out on your own. And so it's not that you're arrogant, it's just that you learn in a different way, and and you might also just feel like it's a bit uncomfortable to get help from others. And it's not that, like, I think you might just feel like you might be a bit afraid of looking stupid to other people, and so it's not that you're arrogant. It's not just that you are. Like, that's it's a very fragile thing. Like, it's very hard to ask people for help. Like, it's something, like, it's not, it comes naturally, to some people, but to other people it's like climbing a mountain, because it's like you have to really be naked in front of another person and admit all your faults and all your mistakes and all your wrongdoings and dumbness, and like it's a very intimate thing to allow someone into your lowest. And so it's not really that easy for everyone to do that. And yeah, the problem is pride, and of course pride equals arrogance in some way, but it can also like be just inherited pride. Like if you come from a home where everyone was intellectuals, academics, and then you might be more afraid of making a mistake, because making a mistake was something that your family would look down upon, and so you might have always had a hard time feeling stupid around your family, or feeling like your family was making fun of you if you didn't know the right answer, or criticizing you if you didn't know the right answer. And so it's maybe just deeper, like it's not necessarily arrogance. So I feel like arrogance is kind of like just I feel like this person isn't really seeing it clearly, like but of course this is just how they think of you, and if they think of you as arrogant, then like it's not, like I don't see it that way at all, and maybe this person wouldn't see it that way either if they knew your story and if they knew why you don't want help from others. Like if you maybe you should explain it to this person so that this person could understand it better. But yeah. But I think that's all I have for you, group number 5. I hope this reading was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want a personal reading from me, check the description box below for more info on how to get one. And yeah, have a very great day, and bye.